Oh, hello there. Welcome to another episode with Kirsha Campbell CPA CMA. She joins us weekly at 4:30 to do a show, 15 minutes with Kirsha. Welcome to the show, Kirsha. Thanks for doing this.
Thanks, Dee. I'm happy to be here again this week with you and your guests.
Awesome. So the topic is, what do you do if you constantly dip into your overdraft? How do you, as a business person, deal with that?
Okay, so great question. When you have a bank overdraft, which is when you have a negative balance, right? So, more money has left your bank account, which is what is in your bank account, right? So, it's an overdraft. You have those negative digits. And sometimes, depending on your bank account, they won't even allow you to go in overdraft. Some banks might give you a little leeway, but it varies for everyone. So, when that happens, it means that you are basically spending more than you have. So it's not a good place to be. However, if you find that it is happening constantly, meaning it's not a one-off case where every week it might be happening, it's happening for weeks, and you're in this situation, what you need to do is to stop, assess what is happening in your business. What does that look like? That means that you need to be aware of funds that are coming in your business and funds that are leaving. So, is it that, for example, you are selling, you're making sales, right? However, you're not getting the payment for those sales. So, especially where you might have payment plans or you sell things on credit, which is so common now. We have buy now, pay later, so many options these days. You need to follow up to see, why am I not being paid? Another thing which you can do is to look at what are your expenses of the business versus what is coming in. So, for example, let's say you're making a sale of $10. Let's keep it simple. Your sale is like $10, but when you add up all your expenses, you might have to pay for graphics, or you might have to pay utilities or fuel, or you might have to pay your team members, whatever the payments are. You realize that your expenses are actually coming up to $12, right? So you're making sales of $10, your expenses are $12. So you're spending more than what is coming into your business. So again, there are different ways to adjust that. Could be your pricing is wrong, could be you're selling the wrong thing, or you're not following up with collections. It could be that you need to cut some of your expenses as well. I do find that sometimes there are subscriptions you forgot about, or just finding cheaper ways. I mean, never be afraid to ask even your utility companies their cheaper package for my phone, for whatever your expenses are. So those are some of the things that you need to be looking at when you find that you are having a bank overdraft way too often in your business. It's like you need to check up, a business checkup. That's what it's called, really. It's like when we're sick, we might have an ailment, whatever pain, we go to the doctor, they need to check up what's happening, and so it's similar to that. You have to
You are
check what is
having a
happening in
bank
your business.
overdraft way too often.
Okay. So, yeah,
Yeah, I've got a follow-up question there. Just
sure.
the question is it's if you need the overdraft. Okay, hold on. Let me come in now. If you need the overdraft though, is it wrong to keep spending your overdraft? Would that affect your credit rating?
Very good question. Yes. So when the overdraft happens, so remember, the bank will give you that overdraft facility. They might say you have $1,000, $2,000 in overdraft. You're spending that, but it means that it's like basically a loan. So you are increasing what you owe to the bank or to your financial institution. So yes, it is going to be impacting your credit score and that of your business as well. So it is important to bear that in mind. The saying, not all that glitters is gold. So you have all these options, have this line of credit, have this overdraft facility, take this other credit card, all look attractive. However, we should always it's important to look at how does it impact your business, your ratings, credit ratings, and so forth. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh wow. Okay, I've learned something new there. Get off the overdraft spending. So, but is it okay if you just dip into the overdraft sparingly once in 3 months, 4 months,
And
or you're
yes,
advancing not to at all?
exactly. It again depends. Like if it's a one-off case, you probably have a bad client, they just didn't pay, or you might have just had way too many expenses, or just a bad month. It does happen. That's understandable. However, the issue is, and if it's even happened, let's say it just happened this month, it is important to assess why did it happen? How can we not let that happen again? And again, if it is also happening frequently this month, next month, the next 2 months, it's becoming a pattern in your business again, it is a cause for looking at what is in your business, what is happening, reviewing. So I always encourage my clients and those I train, look at your numbers at least monthly so you know the red flags, you know what is happening, or have, again, someone support you to do that because you're spending more than you have, the overdraft is becoming more and more frequent. You don't want to be heading down that dark hole, as they say. So yes, definitely once in a while still you review it, but definitely review as well.
Right, Keisha, we've been able to wrap this up under 6 minutes. I don't have a
Yes.
follow-up question. Can you please tell people watching where they can find out more about you and what you do?
Okay, so definitely you can find me at Facebook. I'm there as Kirsha Campbell. You can also find me on LinkedIn. I'm on Instagram. And you can go to my website and connect www.thecashlab.ca, or you can give me a phone call or text 888-521-4206. Thank you.
All right, Keisha, till next week. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining
Thank
us.
you.
And
Bye,
that was
guys.
7 minutes with Keisha.